Πληθαίνουν πλέον οι φωνές στο Αμερικανικό Κογκρέσο κατά της πώλησης μαχητικών F-16 στην Τουρκία. Το κλίμα έχει γίνει βαρύ για τον Ερντογάν στα κέντρα λήψης των αποφάσεων των Ηνωμένων Πολιτειών, όπως θα μας πει ο Χριστόδουλος Αθανασάτος από τη Νέα Υόρκη. Ένας ακόμη βουλευτής είδαμε ότι προστίθεται στο μακρύ πλέον κατάλογο των αντιδρόντων.
Ακριβώς λοιπόν είναι ο κύριος Σίσιλιν. Ασφαλώς σχετικές τοποθετήσεις είχε κάνει και ο κύριος Παλώνε κατά τη διάρκεια της εβδομάδας. Υπάρχει ένας πυρήνας βουλευτών στο Κογκρέσο, οι οποίοι τάσσονται ενάντια πρωτίστως στην γενικότερη πολιτική του Ρετζέπ Ταγίπ Ερντογάν, και θα θέλαμε να τονίσουμε σε αυτό ότι είναι εξαιρετικά αμφίβολο εάν η συγκεκριμένη, αν αυτό το κομμάτι θα ανταποκρινόταν σε αυτό που φέρεται να έχει διαμηνήσει στον Μευλού Τσαβούσογλου ο κύριος Μπλίνκεν, ότι δηλαδή θα άλλαζε κάπως η στάση του, θα γίνανε πιο διαλλακτική σε περίπτωση που η Τουρκία άλλαζε, αναθεωρούσε αναφορικά με τη Σουηδία και τη Φινλανδία. Αυτό, όπως θα δούμε και από την κυρία Μαλλιωτάκη και άλλους βουλευτές, δεν διαφαίνεται αυτή τη στιγμή. Το σίγουρο όμως είναι ότι επισήμως το αίτημα για συζήτηση για τα τουρκικά F-16 και τα ελληνικά F-35 δεν έχει φτάσει ακόμη στο Κογκρέσο. Συνεπώς βλέπουμε ότι η διαδικασία δεν έχει επισπευθεί, όπως ενδεχομένως να ανέμεναν πολλοί την προηγούμενη εβδομάδα.
Σε ευχαριστούμε, Χριστόδουλε. Και το γεγονός ότι πλέον υπάρχει διακομματική αντίρρηση για την πώληση των F-16 στην Τουρκία από τις Ηνωμένες Πολιτείες επισημαίνει, μιλώντας στον Χριστόδουλο Αθανασάτο, η Νικόλ Μαλλιωτάκη, μέλος της Βουλής των Αντιπροσώπων. Μάλιστα, αποσυνδέει το θέμα από την άρνηση της Τουρκίας να επικυρώσει την εισδοχή Φινλανδίας και Σουηδίας στο ΝΑΤΟ.
About the meeting between Mr. Blinken and Mr. Çavuşoğlu. Are you satisfied by the current results? Because, at least as far as we know, Mr. Çavuşoğlu left Washington without assurances or promises regarding the F-16s.
It would be ideal for the administration to simply drop this plan to sell Turkey the F-16s, but it seems more and more likely that they intend to go forward. The most recent news is that they're going to ask for Congress to approve it. Now, I believe there is I know there's bipartisan opposition to a plan to sell F-16s to Turkey, and that is both in the House and in the Senate. And I don't believe that it will, at the end of the day, be approved by Congress. And quite frankly, the administration knows this. First of all, Prime Minister Mitsotakis made a beautiful case before Congress regarding the relationship between the United States and Greece, and that we've been together since the foundation of the United States, and we must continue to remain strong allies because we are the pillars of democracy. He also alluded and met privately with a lot of members, and specifically said in those meetings that there were concerns about Turkey garnering the F-16s because of the illegal overflights that they've conducted and their threats regarding the Greek islands in particular. So I believe he made a very important case. I think it was well received by the members of Congress.
In case Mr. Erdogan changes his approach regarding Finland and Sweden, would you change your approach too?
I don't believe that Turkey, particularly under the leadership of Erdogan, should be receiving any F-16s, any military equipment from the United States. Turkey, as a NATO ally, should be acting as a NATO ally. We've seen aggression and a lot of aggressive rhetoric coming from Erdogan. And we should not have any NATO allies that are acting as adversaries and making threats to other members of NATO. And so we are very disturbed by the rhetoric and the illegal flyovers and the actions of Erdogan. And it's not just limited to Greece. You should know that members of Congress have concerns with his cozy relationship with Vladimir Putin, with Raisi of Iran. We have concerns about Turkey undermining U.S. counter-ISIS operations in Syria. We have concerns about Turkey's threats towards the Kurds. So it goes beyond just Greece. And of course, then you have the illegal occupation of Cyprus, which remains a problem and is a violation of international law. So there are multiple reasons why these F-16s should not be sold to Turkey.
Are you concerned that also in light of the Turkish elections, something more escalated will happen in the Eastern Mediterranean involving Greece?
Sure. I think that Erdogan has made threats toward Greece that cannot be taken lightly. I'm concerned that if he receives military equipment and these planes, that he will use it to continue his aggression, or perhaps even, maybe move toward, if he's so emboldened, an invasion. We have to be concerned about that because we're seeing what Putin is doing right now to the Ukraine. We see what China is attempting to do with Taiwan. And Erdogan could potentially do the same with Greece or the Greek islands. And that should be a concern to everyone around the world. I think it could create a lot of instability for the entire Mediterranean region and for Europe.